speed.
The 2024 John Deere Classic is officially underway, featuring some of golf's biggest stars and a lot of the Quad City's own stars and stripes. The 4th of July is full of history, but on this day, the history belongs to the JDC.
Holy cow.
As a relative unknown supplies some fireworks of his own.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a performance that has everyone rowing upstream early. An amazing feat that has everyone talking.
You can't appreciate that. You can't appreciate much.
So watch your step, find a comfy spot and get ready.
I'm gonna go to the 19th hole tomorrow. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
Thanks for the plug, Zach, but you don't have to wait. The show is tonight.
You're right. Dazzo.
No need to wait, my friend. The 19th hole starts right now.
Now from your official station for the John Deere Classic, welcome to the 19th hole on WQAD News 8. The 19th hole set is provided by Uncommon Ground.
Welcome to a special 4th of July edition of the 19th hole. Matt Randazzo, as always, Corey Kuffler. And for this week, we welcome back Celia Palermo. She used to have to work with us. Now she's with the PGA Tour, and we're thrilled to have you. We've had plenty of good stuff, guys. There were fireworks. I know it's cliche. A lot of fireworks out here at the John Deere Classic this week.
Yeah, no kidding. All eyes, of course, were on the likes of Jordan Spieth, Zach Johnson, but as it can be at the John Deere Classic, it was an unfamiliar name stealing the show.
And Mother Nature made playing conditions nearly perfect out here, and one golfer took advantage of them and made a little history along the way.
That's right. Let's get to our round one leader. What a start it was for Hayden Springer here at Deere Run. He eagled 2, birdied 3 and 4, then here on 5, the 27-year-old with the 20-footer, his 3rd straight birdie gets him to 5 under very quickly. He would birdie 6 as well. Then on 8, it's Springer going from 132 yards out to within 3 feet of the cup. He would make that birdie easily to get to 7 under, but he wasn't done on the front 9. On 9, a little bit of history. The 6-footer is his 6th birdie of the day. He makes the turn at 8 under with a record-setting 9-hole score of 27. But Springer wasn't done making history. After an eagle on 17, he takes aim at that elusive 59 on 18. The 12-footer for history, and he would bury that as well. The TCU standout becomes the 14th player ever to shoot a score below 60 on the PGA Tour, the first to do it here at Deere Run since Paul Goydos back in 2010.
Kind of at a loss for words in terms of being able to do that. I feel like that's one of the rare things in golf. So to kind of have that opportunity and to pull it off, it feels pretty special. I mean, it's pretty special to be able to do that and kind of, yeah, I mean, played well last week, but it's been a little bit tough to kind of find anything and get stuff going and kind of go low. You know, so it is special. It feels good to be standing here and to have shot a good round of golf.
So history, and we'll turn to Celia because I promise you most people had not heard of Hayden Springer. Who is he? Tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, no kidding. So he's 27 years old, comes to us from TCU, but he earned his way to the PGA Tour in kind of an unexpected way. He played on PGA Tour Americas for the first couple of years of his professional career. He won 2 of the last 3 events on PGA Tour Canada last year to finish number 1 on the point standing. And the reason why that's important is because it got him Korn Ferry Tour status, but it also got him into the final stage of PGA Tour Q School, which offered PGA Tour cards for the first time in 10 years. So he was one of 5 to earn his PGA Tour card through Q School. That's how he got out here.
And that was actually a tough stretch for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. A difficult way to get on tour, but he's coming off a T6 finish at Rocket Mortgage, so things are starting to come together. A rookie on tour starting to find his footing.
And it was an emotional day as well. Of course, he lost a young daughter recently as well.
Yeah, less than a year ago, he lost his daughter Sage. She had trisomy 18, a rare condition. Lost his daughter in November of 2023. A month later, he got his PGA Tour card in December of 2023. I get chills thinking about it, so a lot at play for him.
It was emotional for his caddy as well. Let's hear from the Hayden Springer's caddy as well.
Holy cow, shall I say. That's what went through my mind. And then I thought about his daughter in heaven immediately. So that's what went through my mind.
Well, that big lead that Hayden Springer had would slowly dwindle in the afternoon as Sammy Valaki would take advantage of the great conditions. On 17, his third shot from the fairway from 60 yards out, just a thing of beauty. Stopping 6 feet from the cup, he'd make one of his 11 birdies. He did have a bogey to card a 10 under 61. He's only just 2 shots back of the lead.
I was actually still thinking, like, if I can shoot 4 or 5 under, that should be pretty good and keep that one in the for the week, but then of course kind of getting hot start, hitting nicely, so that kind of keep me going and played solid.
Valaki wasn't the only pro making a late move this afternoon. Eric Cole on 17 for eagle. He just misses after a great roll. He would go on to tap this in. The 36-year-old with 9 birdies on the day as he shoots a bogey-free 62. He's just 3 shots back at 9 under par.
And we will check out our Blackhawk Bank and Trust leaderboard, and there he is at the top, Hayden Springer, 12 under 59. So Sammy Valaki shoots a 61, and guys, he's still 2 strokes back. Eric Cole there, 3 strokes back at 9 under. A couple other golfers at 8 under. A lot of golfers right now. I think 19 or 20 are at 7 or 6 under par. The marquee group this morning filled with a trio of former JDC champions, and they delivered. Let's start with Zach Johnson. He was playing in his 22nd JDCs. Nothing's changed. He makes the birdie here on 11 to get him to red numbers right away. Then on 13, Zach on the attack once again. After a nice approach, it's the 2012 JDC champion curling in the 17-footer for birdie. Zach had 2 birdies in his first 4 holes. He never lets up. He had 6 on the day. He goes bogey-free as well. It's a 65 for Zach. He's 6 under after 1 round of the John Deere Classic.
My game's been good. I mean, it sounds like I'm trying to amp myself up here, but it has been. And it's just, it hasn't really shown on a scorecard for 72 holes. So I'm just kind of hoping that, I played 18 and I'm going to go to the 19th hole tomorrow. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
Jordan Spieth back at the Deere Run for the first time in 9 years and still a huge fan favorite. The 2-time JDC winner got a little trouble on 10, finding the water in his second shot. Spieth would say par with a nice 15-foot birdie here, or par putt here. After a slow start, Spieth would right the ship. The 30-year-old with 44 birdies on the day, but a pair of bogeys. It's a round 169. Plenty of optimism heading into round 2.
Yeah, I mean, I finished, 19 and 20 under after starting worse than today. So I've done it before, so I can do it again. But, it's going to be harder than if I opened up with a low round, just as it was those years.
So, Celia, we will start talking about those two, and we'll start with Jordan. 69, nothing great, but for him, he's started slow here and still done well.
Yeah, just to add a little bit of color to what he was talking about there, in 2013, he started with a 70 in round 1, and then 3 straight 65s to win in a playoff. 2015, he started with a 71, 64, 61, 68, won in a playoff. So don't let the slow start fool you. He can make up ground here very easily once he finds his ground. I mean, it's been a long time since then, but Jordan Spieth is still gonna Jordan Spieth.
He came here looking for something and maybe found a little bit of it in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jordan Spieth is still far and away one of the best golfers in the world. He can just do different things, and we'll see what he can do tomorrow.
And Zach always shoots low numbers here, so I think we can continue to see that coming up this weekend as well. Well, almost lost in the mix after the historic morning was our defending JDC champion Sepp Straka, the highest ranked golfer in this year's field. Teed off this afternoon, got right to work. He piled up 4 birdies on the front 9. He was good on the back as well. He fires a round 1 of 66. He's at 5 under par.
Still think 5 under is a pretty good round out there today. I mean, it's hard to really force too much more than that. I mean, I definitely felt like I played well enough to shoot better, but I could have also missed some of those putts and shot worse. So yeah, pretty happy with the 5 under.